Today it's all about the 7 times Neville Goddard revealed how to manifest money. So if you want to manifest more money, if you want to draw more financial abundance into your physical reality, then I invite you to listen to this episode till the very end, because in this episode I will share 7 quotes with you and then explain these quotes and give you practical guidance to them so that you can finally attract the financial abundance that you've always dreamed of. And I had a look at different teachings from Neville Goddard, and all these different teachings contain some wisdom in regards to attracting money and in regards to becoming financially abundant. So now let's have a look at how Neville Goddard talks about financial abundance, about wealth, about manifesting money, and what you have to do according to him in order to manifest large sums of money. In The Law and the Promise, Neville Goddard says, "The world is yourself pushed out. Whatever you believe to be true about yourself and your world will be reflected back to you in your experience. If you want to experience abundance and wealth, you must first believe that you already possess it." And now you might be asking yourself, yeah, but if I don't have it right now in my physical reality, if it's not there, how can I then believe that I possess it? Well, the best and in my experience only way to believe that it's already yours is to tune into the frequency, into the feeling of what it would feel like if it was already in your physical reality. And the more you do that, not only in your meditation, but also with your eyes wide open during the day, the more you become it. And when you become it, when you truly embody it, not just believe it, I mean, yes, believing it to be true is the result of becoming it. And by becoming it, I really mean that you go deep and you ask yourself, how would a wealthy person walk? How would a wealthy person talk? What words would a wealthy person use? I mean, I mentioned that before and I want to mention it here again. The very first millionaire who I became friends with, for me, this friendship was a huge eye-opener. I mean, I listened to him just like a student listens to his teacher. I was mesmerized, amazed at what kind of words this person used, what kind of expression this person had, how this person thought, and especially because all my life I thought from a place of lack. I saw problems, he saw opportunities. And yes, I want to be 100% honest with you. In the beginning of my journey of manifesting money, I often looked at this specific friend of mine and I tried to mirror his behavior, even though it felt kind of unnatural for me because I didn't feel wealthy at all. But the more I did this, the more I embodied wealth, the more I thought like somebody who's wealthy, the more I felt like somebody who's wealthy. And that's when wealth was flowing to me. And speaking of wealth, speaking of financial abundance, I created a 6-week coaching program for you, during which we will have 6 coaching sessions together. And I will also provide you with unlimited WhatsApp support during this time, because I want nothing more than that you reach the frequency of financial abundance consistently all the time so that you can draw large sums of money into your physical experience. And if you want to find out more about this coaching program, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance, or you can of course also go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching to have a look at all the different coaching sessions I offer. And always remember, as Neville Goddard says in Your Faith is Your Fortune, your imagination is the only limit to what you can achieve in life. If you imagine yourself as wealthy, you will manifest wealth in your life. And this sentence sums it up so beautifully and so simple when you think about it. If you can imagine yourself as wealthy, you will manifest wealth in your life. And I know that right now your conscious mind wants to block this thought, especially if all your life you've been operating from lack. And you want to say in this moment, yeah, but Sebastian, no. That sounds too simple. That sounds too easy. It can't be that easy, right? Well, in a sense it is. If you really imagine yourself as being wealthy, and then you also reach the emotion, you reach the frequency of financial abundance by imagining yourself in this wealthy future that you want to create over and over again, then at some point you become it. And you become it because you have to attract it. It's the law. Because you assume that you already are this wealthy version of yourself. And according to the law of assumption, what you assume and what you believe in and what you persist in will come into your physical reality. And now let's have a look at what Neville Goddard says in The Law and the Promise about financial abundance and about wealth. Your thoughts and feelings about money create your financial reality. If you think positively about money, you will attract more of it into your life. And this goes hand in hand with the one belief for which I get the most weirdest looks in my Skype coaching sessions, and that's the belief I love money. And whenever I share this with people, sometimes even with Skype coaching clients, they look at me and say, okay, I love money. That sounds kind of superficial. I don't want to be one of those people. What do you mean with one of those people? Come on, let's be honest right now. What do you mean when you say I don't want to be one of those people? You mean the conditioning of how you have been conditioned to think about wealthy people. Oh, those greedy wealthy people. You don't want to be like them, right? Okay, nothing easier than that. You just have to realize that it's all just conditioning and that most wealthy people are very altruistic, extremely respectful, and kind and humble people. And I can confidently say that because I know a lot of wealthy people. I have a lot of wealthy friends, wealthy business partners, and they are amazing human beings. And the more positively you think about money, the more you fall in love with money, the more you say, yes, I love money. I'm not afraid to say it. I love money. The more money can flow to you. And now let's have a look at what Neville Goddard says in Feeling is the Secret about money. Abundance is your birthright. You are a child of God, and God wants you to have everything you desire. You just have to claim it with your imagination. Think about this sentence for a moment. Abundance is your birthright. Isn't that empowering? Isn't that freeing? Doesn't that make you want to jump up and down? Even though right now I'm sitting while I'm recording this for you, it makes me want to jump up and down. It makes me want to go, yeah, it is my birthright. I deserve wealth. I deserve money. I deserve financial abundance. And as a result of that, as a result of this belief, I know for a fact that I can easily, very, very easily attract it into my physical reality because I deserve it. I am allowed to say I love money. I'm allowed to say I want to be rich and wealthy because it is my birthright, and I can give myself the permission. In fact, as Neville Goddard says it, God wants you to have everything you desire. You already have the permission to be rich and wealthy. You have the permission, so don't hold back. Let go of the old conditioning, and of course, that's also something that I will help you with if you decide to work with me in a coaching session, or if you're ready for the ultimate money transformation in the Abundance Shift Reality Coaching Program that you can, like I mentioned before, find out more about by going to affirmationtomanifestation.com/abundance. And now let's have a look at another quote from Neville Goddard from The Law and the Promise. You are the master of your own fate. If you want to be wealthy, you must take control of your thoughts and feelings about money. And yes, it's easier said than done to just think positively about money. How often at the beginning of my money manifestation journey have I repeated to myself, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm abundant. And I was not really able to reach the frequency, and I didn't really get the feeling. And as soon as I stopped talking to myself, that was the moment when the old feelings were creeping back in again. And that was the moment when my conscious mind took over, and my conscious mind tried to defeat my subconscious mind. And my conscious mind said, come on, who are you kidding here with this stupid manifestation thing? This weird spirituality, come on, let's be realistic. You don't have any money right now. You will never be rich and wealthy. Come on, your businesses will never go anywhere. You're a failure. Or as one of my favorite YouTubers always says, Stephen He, failure. So yes, that's exactly how I was talking to myself. Now I'm making fun of it, but it was really that serious. I was talking to myself in this negative way. But the more I talked to myself, the more I convinced myself, yes, I am rich and wealthy, by repeating it over and over again, by then eventually being able to reach for the emotion. That's when the change slowly happened. And that's what Neville Goddard means when he says if you want to be wealthy, you must take control of your thoughts. And this is something that so many people are not willing to do. They are willing to repeat an affirmation once every day, twice every day, and the rest of the day, I have better things to do. If you really want to change your life, then you have to go at it every second of the day. And as Joe Dispenza, for example, says, let no thought go by unnoticed. And yes, this is also something that I'm experimenting with again right now, because I want to reach the next level of abundance. And right now, I'm repeating over and over again, I'm rich and wealthy, I'm abundant, I'm rich and wealthy. I do it with my eyes closed, I do it with my heart wide open. And you have to think about it like this. Your affirmations are not just affirmations, they are your thoughts. Because if you don't feed your mind with these thoughts, especially if you don't naturally think in this positive way about money and in this abundant way about yourself, then your thoughts will always go in the other direction, or at least according to my experience as a coach. For a lot of my coaching clients, they do exactly that. But by feeding your subconscious mind these thoughts of abundance over and over again, that's when the change can happen. Because remember, in a sense, your affirmations that you speak out loud or in your mind are your thoughts, or at least they will become your thoughts. And money is a tool that can be used for good or bad. It's up to you to use it wisely and in a way that aligns with your values and goals. And this is what Neville Goddard says in Out of This World. And this is also something that you absolutely need to realize, especially if you've been conditioned with these weird and stupid and ridiculous beliefs like money is the root of all evil, oh, money is evil, oh. I mean, money won't flow to you if you think it's evil. I mean, you also can't, for example, attract a loving relationship with a man if you hate men, in the same way as you can't attract a loving relationship with a woman if you hate women. It doesn't work like that. You need to reach the frequency. You need to be a vibrational match. And you can't possibly be a vibrational match to money. If you say, oh, money is bad, then money looks at you and says, okay, I'm gonna go to the other person who loves me, because you clearly don't love me. That's why it's so important to change your beliefs and to change your mindset about money. Money is completely neutral. Money is a tool, just like you can use a hammer to kill somebody or you use a hammer to build a house. It's not the hammer's fault how you use it. Money is neutral, and I know, now that you're listening to the Neville Goddard Decoded podcast, I know that you want to use money for good. And that's why, remember, it is your birthright to be rich and wealthy. And I know that you can achieve this level of financial success. And speaking of financial success, now I want to share one last quote from The Law and the Promise. The key to financial success is to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you focus on lack, you create more lack in your life. But when you focus on abundance, you attract more abundance into your life. And yes, this sums it up beautifully. The more you focus with your emotions and your thoughts on lack, the more you create of it. And the more you focus your emotions and your thoughts on abundance, the more you create of it. And now we come full circle, because this quote alone shows you the importance of controlling your thoughts, as Neville Goddard says also in The Law and the Promise, and also controlling your emotional state. And if you want me to help you with that, if you want me to help you to manifest, to help you to regulate your emotional state, to help you to reach the frequency of abundance, then I invite you to go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching and to find out more about the different coaching sessions I offer. And of course, I also invite you to go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/mastery to find out more about the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.